Hello everyone, day 2 of my Filmmaker vlog-esque journal. And I think the thing that I want to talk about the most today, and just in general, is understanding the commitment that it takes to be in film, in independent projects, and how as actors, and I've seen this a lot, not necessarily on my projects, but on a lot of other projects, and I've heard about it from directors, and I have experienced it, like on Trillberry Murders, we experienced it. Last Gasp, we experienced it. Not that bad, but like it's getting worse in the industry. There's two things that have been really annoying, not only as a casting director, but as a director, as a writer. One, three. There's three things. One, not reading casting calls. Just massively submitting yourself to everything without reading it is kind of extremely disrespectful. And it leads to number two. There are a lot of instances recently, and maybe it's because I work on a certain type of projects, where I get emails asking, for example, if I cast a gay role or a bisexual role, and that's, it's a part of who they are, and it's in their breakdown, and the actor submits for the role, and they're, and they seem cool and they seem excited. Sometimes you interview them, and sometimes you give them sides, and they even do the sides. And then, as you're starting to seriously get interested in them, they send you an email, and they're like, I'm straight, and I don't think this character needs to be bi, or I don't think this character needs to be gay. And it's just so... Listen, if you're not comfortable playing something, don't apply for it. It's a waste of time. Because saying that you're not comfortable playing a gay character or a bisexual character, that is completely fine. It's understandable. I respect that. That's your prerogative as an actor. But asking a director, production, and writers to change the inherent through line of a queer narrative because you don't feel comfortable is just ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as being the yes person in interviews and in that casting. And what I mean by that is there used to be an ideology, and a lot of older acting teachers and a lot of older drama teachers and a lot of older people, they say, oh yeah, no, fluff up your resume, all that stuff, say you speak, Japanese when you've never taken Japanese and you could only say konnichiwa, like all those things. And back in the day, that it was easier to get away with that. It really was easier to get away with that. We have social media now, and we have a lot of other things. It's just not easy to get away with that. It's also detrimental if you're that yes person, because usually as a director or as a producer, I'm asking you questions that genuinely matter. Like, what's your time like? What is your availability like? What, this is a ongoing thing. This is a long thing. And so when you're like, yes, I'm on board, that not only excites the director, it excites the team, it excites everyone. And so when you get cast in a role and you turn around and are like, oh, well, I can't do these days, and no, I can only do 2 hours here, then again, you are disrespecting and damaging what the production is. Actors are not the make-all, end-all of film and theater and performance. They're not. And the more we start to respect our work, the more work you're going to get. And I think that too often we don't respect the art form that we're doing. And too often we forget that it's okay to not accept a role. It's okay to not audition for a role that you don't feel comfortable playing. But it becomes annoying, and it borderline becomes not okay to derail other productions because you want an IMBD credit. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of casting interviews right now, and that's just one of the things that I've been thinking about. And listen, if the character says it's black, if the character says it's Latino, if the character says it's Asian, if the character says that he's gay or bisexual or transgender or queer, you don't have to be transgender, queer, bisexual. Like, to me, you don't have to. But you have to respect it. And you have to bring beauty to the character. And you have to be able to bring honesty to the character. Starting off the bat by asking for the character to be changed doesn't bring honesty to anything. It's very, very, very disrespectful.